All right, guys, welcome to Hyperrandom. What do we have here? What do they start with? They start with a rowboat called the Bereem. They start with a camel, some outposts, a trade workshop that I don't think really does anything, a market, and some outposts. And not only that, but there's different amounts of food and gold and stone on every resource as well. So that boar only has 200 food here for blue. Who you might not know about. Good Game is a player from Russia who's pretty young, pretty active, and around 2,400 elo right now. So he's definitely solid enough to take some games from Miguel. This is only a best of 3. Miguel used to be super active, super young, like high-level player. He is still active, but relatively, like, I shouldn't even say he's active. He's less active. He's become more active the last week or two. Same elo for him, 2,400. So it should be close. Miguel is using his ram boat, but now his boat is going to get rammed. We've got ram on ram action with the boats. And I've never seen this before. And now they're swimming away. Yes, this is Age of Empires here. Apparently, these boats were added in a... Whoa, look at it speed up, bro. So it has a charge attack. Apparently, these boats were added in the Chronicles single-player DLC. But for Hyperrandom, they added in the potential to spawn with these types of units. But there's no way that Miguel can save himself now. He is going to lose his ram boat, which I guess means... Well, yeah, he's not going to have a ram boat anymore. That's what I'm calling it. So, that was fun. There's actually no fish. So, it's not as if the players are really going to need to dock. And luckily, because they started with a boat, they're able to see there's no fish. So, hopefully the players won't do that. Kind of hurts both civs. Both civs are actually really good with going for the early docks. But neither player really planning on it right now, it seems. They're pretty close together on land, and there's this barren hill in the middle between them, which the players should probably focus on. And yeah, I think it's also not possible for them to dock. I think that terrain there makes it so they can't do so. So I kind of made the decision for them. So this is Hyperrandom. Lots of adapting. The other thing to mention on Hyperrandom is it is always... standard win conditions. So you can win with a wonder or with the relics. I kind of doubt we're going to have a relic victory because there's a lot of relics around the outside, and it's going to take a long time until players get those. You know, you might be able to dock over here. Not that you would need to, but I think that is a dockable shoreline. Man, this game has so much depth. The fact that I could probably look at, like, 20 different terrains and tell you if it was dockable or not is crazy. Okay, I have a very niche question. I think there's going to be a couple people here that has done this. How many people here, with a show of ones in chat, used to create scenarios and found out that you can't dock deep water? Because I used to make the deep water, which was super dark blue on the shoreline. It didn't, like, auto balance out the depth of it. And then you go to drop a dock, and it doesn't let you. It's kind of crazy. Here comes Miguel with a couple militia right now. He's going to drush. I think you guys were just typing 1 before you even listened to what I asked. Type a 3 if you will oftentimes just respond to me even if the answer's not important. Yeah. Okay. Subscribe for free with Twitch Prime if you're better than everyone who just typed 3. Doing what I can here. Outpost is there, luckily. I don't think Good Game actually saw it with the outpost, though. He just caught a glimpse of the units there. Drops a barracks, drops a house. Miguel is going to attack the deer. And here he comes around the outside with the militia. Good Game about to rush to feudal age. The drush has not accomplished too much for Miguel right now. And oh my god, we got 3 prime subs. Let's go. 4 prime subs. Let's go. Spot Bird, I Vomit Kittens, Rage Quit, NB Danky, Jewel, and Naughty Santa. Holy. Let's go. Yeah, you guys are... All you threes suck. But I guess if you type 3 and then you also prime subbed, it cancels out. I don't know. Feels bad for people who already subbed. I appreciate you. I also... Okay, let me back up. I also appreciate the people who are not subscribed. So, appreciation goes all the directions. Miguel's thinking about some walls, but that's not really that easy to do here. He's also missing out the turkeys, which he might be able to catch a glimpse of as they run away. Good game is up. Good game is adding scouts. But I don't actually think that going scouts is quite as good here because the enemy still has the camel scout. His camel scout's weak, too. So, Miguel's drush kind of pays off in some way, but then again, didn't really kill all that much. And it's not like his eco is very strong either. But he will wall up a little bit. It's kind of funny is we could actually have this... The Baram here come in and ram down the palisade wall from the side. But I doubt Good Game will think of that. This is a late feudal age time for Miguel. So I think maybe Good Game's questioning if he's going fast castle or something. With there being water on the map too, he might be like, is he fishing? Like, did I get something wrong here? But he'll see feudal age from Miguel. Miguel is actually mostly walled, which is impressive. There's a hole here. I'm not sure what these two vills are doing. And, yeah, scouts are going to be running through here from Good Game. We have the fast archer range. We have a lot on gold. This is classic Good Game. Good Game and I have played a lot against each other. He's really aggressive early. Basically, if you can survive against Good Game, you're usually okay. Because he does take some risks with his eco. And tries to max out with army. That is a weakness for me, actually, is I struggle against players who are really aggressive and find those early timings. Like, look at this. He's idling his TC so he can get fletching. He's already idled his TC 2 villagers worth. It's pretty crazy. But it's tournament nerfs, too, right? So it makes it fun. It's, like, way more scattered and crazy than it would be in a ranked game now. And archers are here. Micro's been pretty good here, and he could be through, and Miguel has just now dropping an archery range. So Miguel going for all the eco options first. Oh, the Wu building houses faster is pretty clutch here. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. That's nice. Yeah, now in theory, Miguel could just make a couple skirms behind and defend, but not so easy when you still don't have upgrades. Yeah, I don't think Good Game has remembered his boat ram. He could just go take down that wall right away. Like, that should be what he's trying to do instead of attacking the hill. Meanwhile, Good Game is adding some farms behind now. And has a pretty good setup. You know, starting with the market's interesting here. You could be selling off your stone and buying things. Imagine randoming into Saracens here and starting with a market. Because it is random civ as well, if I didn't already mention that. Miguel's still hoping to hold. Miguel now dropping stone walls. Miguel still doesn't have any upgrades on his skirmishers. So they are dying to the archers. And he's lost 2 vills to this as well. So now the idle TC time is worth it for Good Game. So yeah, if I know Good Game and I think I know his style well, he'll reach a point where he's like, okay, I can't do any more damage in this age. I'm going to use the market. I'm going to go to Castle Age. Like, I would guess that if he doesn't get through, he may sell off his stone and just buy food very quickly here. A house coming down from Miguel, and he's just like, what is happening, man? I'm guessing Miguel and Good Game haven't played a ton of games against each other. Because Miguel isn't as active as he used to be, and Good Game has gotten a lot better. So, Miguel coming back to the game, I think he's trying to get in good shape, maybe for Titans League coming up at the start of the year. Actually, for Miguel, it would be in a couple weeks. If he wants to qualify, all the players trying to get into silver and gold will be playing in bronze in a couple weeks. Good Game's one of them. Good Game kills 4 villagers total now. Like, look at the micro as well. Like, his micro is insane. His constant micro is really good. And he's just killing off the skirms as well. Miguel finally gets armor, though. and is still massing more skirms, still has farms, still actually in the game. I don't know about farming here, though. Farming here is like... Also, Miguel's going to be regretting not building a tower. Had he built a tower earlier, it probably would have been fine, but he's like, eventually my skirms would just kill everything, right? He still can't kill the archers, bro. Loses another Vil. How is Good Game not lost an archer here? Look at that. Lima says, I've never heard of a Good Game. He looks solid. Oh, if you want to see a crazy series, it was Wandering Warriors Cup. Good Game. Who was it? It was a Nomad game with Spanish. I'm trying to remember Good Game's opponent, but him in Wandering Warriors Cup was unreal. Look at how cutthroat he is. GG. Yeah, it's good to know Miguel has the same problems. He's so aggressive, dude. He's so fast. He's so aggressive. Miguel wasn't able to defend. 2.5 minutes of idle TC time is seen as really, really bad. A high-level AoE. But what it gets you is it gets you the numbers and it gets you the timing. And Good Game receives the Good Game from Miguel. And, yeah, wins. That's ridiculous. Like, his archers are so weak. Damn. So, Miguel's going to want a map that's a bit more defensive against this guy. Miguel's has a very long career. Has done so well in team games and 1v1s, but there's up-and-comers now who have some talent that can punish. See if Miguel can turn it around now. So, I've never seen this before, but both players here have started with 2 markets, which I guess is kind of funny, but then also a wonder. And when you click it with Capture Age, it says defend the wonder, but I don't think they actually really need to defend it. But then again, Capture Age might not be made to really pick up on what we are witnessing here. Okay, I'm being told by the admin. He says it's defend the wonder. If it dies, they die. Really? Really? This is an actual defend the wonder game now? No freaking way, dude. That's insane. So this is an unprompted, unplanned defend the wonder game. And if you're not familiar with the game mode of defend the wonder, I'm sure you could guess. You have to defend the wonder. Shocking, I know. Actually, I think if the wonder has these flags around it, that indicates that it's defend the wonder. So, I don't think these players have ever played a 1v1 defend the wonder before. I'd be very confident with that prediction. We got Miguel in the north. He's down a game here. And he's playing as the Malay. Malay are very good civ on closed maps, which this is. They've started with sea walls, even though there's no sea. Thank you, Hyperrandom. But then we have the Mongols for good game. And I mean, a really good civ as well, especially in late game. They have a hunt bonus. These ostriches have 176 food on them instead of the normal 140. So that's more meat. And then there's 465 here on this boar. So lots of food. The berries as well of 265. So I think a fast castle is very doable for both now. In the middle, you've got these sections that seem like you need to chop through that could be of importance. But I would guess most of the... most of the engagements are going to be on the left side because that's how they'll find the other. And the players have started with a unit I've never heard of called a pole march. There he is marching with his pole. It's just an infantry unit. I don't think it's a hero. Actually, if it is, Miguel's... Didn't Miguel's take damage? I don't know. I thought it did. Maybe not. Either way, it's got 65 HP. It's got 4 attack. It's got some armor on it. So it'll obviously kill villagers if it breaks through the walls. But if it's a hero, it'll actually regenerate. So, and it looked... like this image up here indicates it's a hero because it's got the, I don't know, it has its own little avatar image here. Kind of annoying for Miguel that one of his ostrich is outside there. And he deletes one of his markets. That's funny. The pole march also heals nearby units. Really? So it's like a fighting healing unit? This must be from Chronicles. Chronicles introduced a lot of crazy things. Chronicles is not tied to competitive AoE, but Hyperrandom will mix in some of their units. So, I mean, you only need one market. You probably shouldn't delete the other. There's no stone inside the walls for Miguel. Is that... Well, you know what he could do is he could actually delete a couple of these walls and still access the stone and still be safe. I'm being told to read another message. It says, T90, if the king has a name, Regicide mode, or wonder has Defend the Wonder, it means that it is a game mode. So if something has a unique name of a game mode. Well, I mean, I don't care about a king's name. If you see a king, it's Regicide, right? I assume anytime you spawn with a king, it's Regicide, regardless of what their name is. Their name could be nil. I just always assume that. But in this case, the name is really helpful to Defend the Wonder, so I like it. Yeah, let's see if this pole march regenerates. Capture Edge normally shows if a unit regenerates. Oh, it does. It's just very slow. And that is some more food being brought in. Is being held open by the goat. And the sea gate on land. I know it's weird. Has been held open, and Good Game going fast castle. Miguel going for the arena build. Fast eco upgrades, fast farms. This is pretty common with the Malay. So, I don't mind it for Miguel. This will give him... He'll still have a good castle age time on the back of this. But for those that missed the first game, Good Game was very aggressive. So he could choose to go aggressive here, and I just don't think seawalls are very strong. Everyone thinks they're secure right now, but this is like... A seawall is nothing, dude. It has no melee armor, it's only 300 HP, and it doesn't go up in HP as you advance through the ages. So I was thinking that if Good Game goes for Lancers or something... Like, even the gate, I guess the gate has a little bit more armor, but it's bigger surface area. You'd be through that in no time. Here goes Good Game. They haven't found each other yet. I have to say, of the possible two options, of option one, the players playing a normal game and just completely forgetting about the Wonder, or option two, they play based with around the Wonder in mind. I think we know which one it's going to be here, right? There's no way these guys at 2400 elo, having never played a Defend the Wonder game before, are going to be like, let's go sneak and try and kill the Wonder. They're just going to play normal. And then they might forget about it. And then when the game is playing out with big economies and whatever else, you might see a Wonder go down. Also, do my eyes deceive me? Or are there only 3 relics? There's a relic here. There's a relic here. There's a relic down here. So you can also win with relic victory in these settings. And there's a different amount of relics on each map. I think 3 is the lowest it can get, or the lowest I've seen anyways. But you can get well above that. I think I've seen 7 or 9 before. Yes, very likely the objective is forgotten. No! No! Bro! Speaking of people not being able to adapt to the situation, he has started with 2 markets. They have been gifted to him since the start of the game, and he's so used to his build orders, he is going to make market number 3. You've got to be freaking kidding me, bro. It's on the same area of the screen. Oh. I've never seen anything that freaking ridiculous. I can't believe that. That is so freaking funny, dude. Oh, meanwhile, Miguel was smart and he just built a blacksmith because he already had the market and he's good. And now we have a pause. Good Game is currently looking at his tech tree to see if his Civ has any market bonuses. Hey, maybe he's got a plan. Maybe it's Fast Castle Trade Cart. Fast Castle Trade Cart. Maybe this is all intentional to make a wall. That's so freaking funny, dude. Well, they're on the way up. Miguel is not on stone or anything. Miguel will probably just drop town centers. He knows the opponent's pretty far away. I would not be shocked if they now have had the time to think about the wonder and have maybe sent a message to the admins or like reading the handbook or something. Because again, I didn't even know Defend the Wonder was a possibility, and I am way more in tune with these things. But yeah, hopefully we'll be back in business here shortly. There's not a ton of gold in their base. It's actually only 487 tiles per, or sorry, gold per tile. So that's like half of what that would normally be. Gold tiles right outside the walls have around 1,000. But there's really not a lot of gold in the map, especially because this gold is here. But I think the plan for Good Game is just to use scouts for map control and just control the map, get relics, and maybe hold off. Malay will almost always gain an eco lead because they advance so fast to the next stage. But if you hold and defend, Mongols might arguably have the best military in the game. Okay, here we go. So Miguel had an issue. He says, hey, please, can I have 3 minutes? Sorry, man, you ready? And they start. Okay. Dude, this is so freaking funny, guys. I can't believe he did that. It's not like he built the market somewhere else either. He built it right in the same area of the screen. I don't care how big or small his monitor is. There's no way he can't see the other market. He could be playing at this zoom level. He's still probably going to catch a glance at it. Hey, I mean, he's gonna play this AoE market, I guess. He has a good understanding on it. The scouts are out. Scouts will be looking for the relic. Dude, guys, this is actually a big deal. He will see this relic. If he gets this one... Oh, he doesn't see this one. But I kind of assumed that he would get the one in the south already. So, if there's only 3, this could be a relic game, not a Defend the Wonder game. Spooky says, I missed what was funny. What happened? Don't worry. You just need to just keep an eye on screen. And as we look around, you're going to notice pretty quickly what happened. Damn, that pole march, though, is tanky. It will die. And now Miguel has no military units on the field to deny relics being brought in. So, if there's a monastery, which there is now from Good Game, it's a little cramped in here. Just ever so slightly cramped. He's running out of space for some reason. But, yeah, that monastery will meet a monk. That monk could come out to get the relic. Miguel, not even thinking about that right now. Because he's just assuming there's going to be like 5 or 6. Like, he's going to have time. Also, Lightcap just came through. Not sure exactly how that happened. Miguel loses a villager. Not the end of the world, but I guess the Lightcap probably followed something through. Might have ran through here, actually, because Miguel left. He deleted a hole in his wall to go build that TC. Which is a very good TC, actually. Huntaro, thanks for the 23. Man King, thanks for the 9. I'm actually Tem. Thank you for the 68 months. Damn, thank you so much. I'm having fun, guys. I'm having a lot of fun. I came into the stream today very appreciative. Not that I don't do that other days, but, you know, just feeling a little bit more feelsy today. Last night just talked a little bit with my fiance about, you know, how far things have come, you know, and really cool to have so many of you guys here. So, Good Game knows it's full boom. He knows his opponent will gain a villager lead. He wants to pressure now. But will he go for the forward relic first? I think the answer is yes. And does he see the other relics? The answer is yes. So he doesn't even know this. He's not even realizing that that is all 3 of the relics. But over time, if he gets them, relic countdown. And Miguel will be on the clock. T90, can Good Game set up trade routes with himself since he got 3 markets? Yeah, he wishes, but you can't trade with yourself. He's actually running out of space in his base, dude. Like, he doesn't need 3. Just delete 1. Delete 2. Go back in time and don't build another. I love this siege position. It's a really clutch siege position from Good Game because he knows about that TC. He knows about the wood line. Miguel is never expecting pressure from there. Miguel is adding stables now for a little bit of map control. So he went for the Vills first. Now he's going for light cav. That could maybe prevent some of these relics from being brought in. But there's one and there's two. And you have to imagine this will always be brought in. So what will be nice for Miguel, though, because he has the stables, the second this push begins, and there's any real force behind it, he could probably just add an elephant or two to deal with this. Good Game is never expecting him to have military right now. But Miguel doesn't know there's siege. So, siege will come out. Good Game will probably kill a Vil. And Miguel doesn't even know about the relic down there. And there might be a monk on the way already. Yes, there it is. Siege came out, killed the Vil. Sorry, I'm blind. Was distracted by chat. Feelsy message from Ferox. Thank you, Ferox. I mean, Miguel, again, could just add an elephant if he has the resources. Good Game is playing insane today. This could be a sweep. I feel like sweeping in a 3-0... sorry, sweeping in a best of 3 isn't really a sweep, though. It should be like a... I don't know. What's before a sweep? Like, I don't know. There's gotta be a lesser version of a sweep. A brush. A dusting. Yeah. Yeah, here comes some spears. Final relic is on the way in. There's also the pole march over here. Pole march killed another villager. And now Miguel runs through. Actually added some knights, which I guess they are faster. The Good Game kills his own military here. So he just swept up his own units, and he does it again. And he will get swept up. And now the push is dead. So, I mean, not horrible for him at the end of the day. He still did do some damage and was chaotic. But in a normal game, it's now close. Miguel still has the Vil lead. This is not a normal game. They are about to find out this is a very different scenario. Bottom right, relic countdown is happening. And Miguel's probably like, you're kidding me. Maybe he was thinking about Defend the Wonder. Maybe that was on his mind. But now it's take out the relics or die. So countdown is officially on. Good Game should not be thinking about playing this standard from here. And yet, look, immediately thinks about dropping some walls. He actually placed his castle foundation before the countdown started. I think it's a really good castle to place. And he just sent a couple camels this way. Miguel will probably deal with that. This is fun. I like this. This game is... This individual game has been very special. You have some really nice games in this tournament. You also have... You have some games where there's really not a lot going on as well. So it's a nice mix. But we have so many tournaments these days, it's really nice to have variety. Miguel knows that he needs to kill quickly here. And here he comes. He can see the monastery. He doesn't know about the castle. If he were to drop a castle on this TC, that would be absolutely sick. But he doesn't know it's going to be sick yet. Look how many Vils he brought. Holy crap. He's been spotted. Miguel, you might just need to drop it now. You've been spotted. There's Mangadai here. Good Game's dropping his own castle in there. Miguel will drop his own castle. Yo, if Miguel can get Imp now, he could treb down both of these castles. Damn, I mean, I'm so used to seeing Doubt bring, like, 6 Vils. Someone bringing 25 Vils is just wild to me. But, I mean, castle goes up. Not even a chance it gets denied. And that's pretty close to where the monastery is, too. In fact, the castle might even be able to range the monastery, but... I think for now, you just need to click Imperial. And he's melee. Faster to the next stage. So, he'll be up in Imp in no time, and Good Game isn't up yet. That was a sick castle from Miguel. I don't know what else is going to happen from this, but that was an unbelievable castle. If he waited any longer, it would have been bad. There would have been Mangadai out. And now Good Game is idling his TCs to click up. And he clicks up to the Imperial Age in the safe town center. Wouldn't mind to see a couple Rams from Good Game. If only he had the space to build stuff in his freaking base. Bro, I can't freaking believe it, dude. He has no space. He has no space right there. That's where he should be building stuff. Right there. Well, here comes another castle from Miguel. Miguel's going to be up in 15 seconds. I mean, you don't need other forms of military right now if you're Miguel. You just need Trebs. The castles protect everything. And he's not being attacked on the other side either. I think he's going to stonewall this up, taking down the houses now. Now, I think some low elo players, some people we love and appreciate, but that are on the lower end of the skill spectrum, would probably go for the relics first. But it's still 130 years. You just go for the castles first. Because, and then if it gets desperate, if there's any doubt in your mind that you're going to win or whatever, then you can go for the castles. Miguel, be careful. Miguel, hello? Miguel's losing every villager here. That's a lot of deaths. You would really have expected him to notice at some point. Hey, some people lose their villagers while building the castle. Other people lose their villagers after they complete the castle. Let's not forget he can take down the Wonder as well. It is a defend the Wonder game. If he takes down the Wonder, it's also game over. Good Game got very fortunate there that he killed that many villagers, because otherwise he would be behind by 17 or 20. But his TCs are going down. His castles are going to start to go down. He's researching Onager. Hey, guys, this is where, as he loses the relics, countdown is finished. This is where it was really smart to have 3 markets, because if you lose one, you have 2 backup markets. Maybe that's what he was thinking about. We always talk about how nice it is to take down someone's market, but no one's going to focus on taking down 3 markets. That just takes too much time. Good Game just moved some of the relics back a little bit, so they're not quite as close to the castle, but he can't get them yet. Miguel could steal them. Miguel is just focused on making archers right now. But, I mean, he's not going to have the right army for up against Onager. He was not expecting Onager at all. There's Onager from Good Game. He'll know, though. I mean, Miguel can just make Karambit warriors once he sees this, I think. Good Game needs to repair the Onager. He needs to save it. He loses one. He'll lose another TC, so he's on 3 TCs still. Oh, and we got a big raid over here from Mangadai, but the Mangadai don't have ballistics yet. Oh, man, this is so messy right now. The games have been so messy today. If Miguel destroys the Wonder, he wins. This is defend the Wonder. This is defend and take the relics. This is a mix of everything. This is hoard the markets. Karambit warriors run in. They get flattened. There is then a monk to convert the knight. It gets the conversion. I think one Onager will die. The other will survive. The Treb still can't move forward for Miguel. He needs another fight. That was not good enough. Guys, he's going for the Wonder. Right? He wants to clear up the Onagers and go take down that Wonder. He's playing the game mode. Karambits are through. If only the Mangadai were here for Good Game. Karambit warriors are super weak, though. Good Game's repairing. There's the Knight. There's the TC. The Onagers survive. No. No, that's not what I wanted. No. Okay, hold on. Guys, use your imagination. Let's pretend that Good Game did not resign, okay? He lost all of his Mangadai. He's no map control. He doesn't have his relics anymore. He's behind in score. There's reasons to resign. However, let's pretend that these people do not have free will and that this is scripted. And just close your eyes with me and use your imagination. Oh my goodness, Good Game is trying to expand his economy to the right side. He's found some gold. He's dropping farms around his TC, and all the trebs are coming in, and the onagers died of karambits, and the wonder goes down. And this is where chat goes wild. Chat. What? Reactions. Ugh, crazy. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Come on, chat. Help me out. Help me out, man. Okay. Wow. There we go. Yeah. I think with another wave of karambits, they probably take the onagers, and then the trebs just take the wonder, and it is probably over. So, GG, a hilarious game. So many different things happened in that game. I loved that. And it actually ties up the series as well. So YouTube, if you want to see the final game, head over to the Extras channel. We'll have the full series there. But yeah, the markets thing was just freaking hilarious. I don't know if I need to title this on YouTube the triple market or the defend the wonder or the relics. Like, there's just so many different things to adapt to there. Oh my god. All right, guys, game number 3. And it's hyper random, so we have to immediately scan the map to see what they have started with. And they have started with Joan the maid. That's not enough. That's not enough quality. We need high quality Joan. There is high quality Joan. There she goes. Look at her walk. Joan the maid's got 4 attack, has a little bit of armor, and does regen. And they both have a Joan. And they're going to find each other here, off in the darkness. And Good Game's Joan just gives a little love tap there to Miguel's Joan. But since they regenerate... Whoa, they have... Oh, they have multiple Joans. Okay, so they both have 2 Joans. Because they regenerate, that means they're probably fine. Now, I said this earlier this week. If you're playing Hyper Random and you start with units other than a scout, you need to assess the situation here. And Miguel has thought about this and realized he's going to lose vills fast. So he walls up his villagers. We'll see if Good Game also thinks about that. Now, Good Game is Burgundians. Miguel is Sicilians, which is an interesting Civ matchup because I think they both came in the same DLC. And, of course, it's random Civ. We've got collectible lighthouses out here on the water. Those are like collectible sea towers, it seems. I don't know if they'll actually attack, though. We had some different collectible things not attack earlier. And it's basically 2 islands, which is connecting via that crossing. And there's not really any fish on the water, which would be confusing. Like, if I were players, I would build a dock and I would add fishing ships, and then there'd be nothing. So that's actually really tough, but it doesn't seem like Miguel is planning on taking it. And it doesn't seem like the same for Good Game either, so... Is there an indicator from them? That's weird. I guess maybe no shorefish. If there's no shorefish, there's no deep fish, and then you know. And here's Joan. She's walking away with some sass. Joan's not very happy with her, because she stole her outfit, and also her name, and also her likeness. But now, Miguel's Joans are in numbers. And now this Joan has just gotten a text from Joan. And said, hey, I need you to help me against the Jones. And she says, I'll be there. Quick walls on the wood line here from Good Game. It's all silly. It's all funny. But you could lose your wood line right away to this. Like, this is actually really, really annoying to deal with. Jones are actually hugely important here. Like, 30 regen is crazy. And 100 HP as well. So, I don't know. I think I would maybe want to try archers or something. Like, play Feudal Age and play archers? If these things are out here. No! Jones have made it through! Through the wall! And Good Game, no! Good Game. Oh, the villagers are trapped. Oh, man. Ah! That was horrible. That was horrible for good game. 2 villagers down. And I'm not really sure what happened there. I didn't expect it to really lead to that. Okay, but now we have the Great Joan boxing match. These days you have YouTubers box each other. Back then you had maids do the boxing. I mean, the regen makes it really weird, right? I think neither player should take the risk. And I think good game should just protect the villagers. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the boxing mod applies to units. Can we talk about whatever they're carrying? It doesn't match the sound when they attack. It's the same with scouts. Like, this to me looks like some type of... I know it's like a dull knife or something, but there's no clang. Or like, you know, when they're smacking a when they're stabbing a villager... What is it, machete or something? But I don't know, but it sounds like they're smacking them. Not like stabbing them. This is ridiculous. This is competitive AoE, by the way. $10,000 qualifier. Gotta love it. But yeah, good game hates it right now. Because he's down 2 vills. He's down the amount of villagers he overmade markets with in the previous game. You see what I mean? Like, these things just regen instantly, so... You need to give damage output that can kill them off fast before they regenerate. And I think I would go archers. And Capture Age crashed. Capture Age can't handle the Jones. Sorry, guys. And the Jones are fighting. So we lost a couple stats. Good game is docking and adding fishing ships, which initially made me think, oh no. But I think it's actually an oh yes. I think his plan is to add fish traps. Look at that. That's sneaky. That's expensive. Like, that's a lot of wood spend, but he's going to add fish back there and then add traps. And eventually that's going to pay off big time. So, meanwhile, Miguel's going to try and go scouts. And obviously you're expecting Miguel to do something. I don't mind scouts. It's good for the Sicilians. I just wonder how it's going to work against the Jones. Good game has no scouting on this either, because good game is fighting with the units. And one of the Jones is weak. And I mean, Miguel's going to have scouts following this up, and I'm kind of worried for good game. I think if he were to stop right now at 6 fish and make a barracks and make spears, he's fine, but he doesn't know what we know. I think you have to know if Miguel goes feudal age, he's going to do something. So I think you need a barracks to adapt in some way. He's being greedy. Hasn't seen anything yet that would indicate pressure. Would have been so sick to wall this. Can you imagine while the Jones were fighting, just stonewalling that, and then Miguel's completely stuck? Here come the spears and the scouts. A lot of them. Miguel's probably confused too. Like, he's like, where's his army? Why did he go feudal age? There's no fish here. Normally with fishing, you have some fish to take before you have to invest 100 wood into the traps. That's not the case right now. And here comes Miguel. This would be the first time Good Game sees this. And the scouts come in. And it's just so much happening, man. That's going to be more villagers dead. I think if the Jones are dead, then he's got no defense. So, Miguel is just keeping up with the Joneses here. I don't know. Eco count says it's worth it. But losing this amount of villagers is costly. And if you lose a Joan as well, you're in big trouble. They're hard to kill, though. I don't think it's over. Again, he can now make some spears. And it's adaptable if he keeps the Jones alive. And the Jones just don't die fast enough. So he can do that every time. There we go. The scouts are over here now for Miguel, though. The spears aren't out in time. Miguel's going to kill another boat. Miguel thinks it's GG because Miguel doesn't know there's fish. Miguel thinks his opponent has forgotten how to play the game. But, I mean, this pays off big time long term. Like 700 food per fish trap or something. What is the amount? Actually, check, because I always say or something. Is it like 750, 800? It's obviously different with certain civs. I'm going to wait till that finishes, and then I can tell you. But I think it's 7 something. You can pay attention to that at the bottom left. And Burgundians can get gill nets in feudal age too, which is obviously very strong. Yeah, 715. Okay. Well, Miguel's going to go Castle Age. Would be really good for Miguel to spot the docks, but he just missed it. Kills another villager. And take out the spear as well. He's Sicilians. He resists bonus damage. The spears aren't even that strong against the Sicilians. Miguel destroying right now. And about to click up to Castle Age over here. No, there's a bear. There's a bear. There's a bear on your archer. Careful. And the Jones save the archer. Miguel can just continue the same cycle. Just click up to Castle Age, continue to produce scouts. There's no reason not to. And then look at that economy setup too. Plenty of food, enough gold. You could follow it up with knights. And I think Good Game took a risk here. If he was gonna do this, what would have been the play is to stonewall the only choke point Miguel could have come through. But easy to say when you're watching. Oh, we have a Joan down. Archers against the Jones seems like a good move. I would like to say, since we have Joan the Maid in a game here, that I did not mean any disrespect with the minus 7k joke. Joan's name is the Maid. So I didn't think it was insensitive to say that Joan was perfect for cleaning up the enemy armies due to her job. It was not meant to be insensitive at all. I actually just thought it kind of fit the situation. Yeah, the Sicilian scouts are insane against spears, man. They're so good. Oh, we got Joan going home. Lost her friend. She's gonna go home and live a peaceful life on the farm now. Good Game's eco is a mess. It's wide open. He's super exposed. It's going to be so difficult if Miguel's running through with knights on both sides to keep up with it. But his fishing traps are going wild, dude. Props to him for committing to it, I guess. If it was a map with bigger wood lines, I'd say he could wall in each individual wood line and then protect the golds. But this is tough. Very easy to overchop this. Is there anyone here that never heard the minus 7k story? Basically, it was exactly what I said. So, but the detail you're missing is we had like 30,000 viewers and the player's name was Joan the Maid. And I make the joke, like, Joan's going to clean it up. That's perfect because she's a maid. And then, right then, I lost Twitch front page. So we lost 7,000 viewers. And I thought I offended 7,000 people. And all my viewers thought I offended 7,000 people. And it, you know, and then I was really concerned for hours that, like, I was like, is that joke really that bad? I was like, I've said worse, honestly. I didn't understand. And then it was explained to me that it was because we lost front page. And then now we have the minus 7k meme for every time I make a bad joke. Which isn't used that often because obviously my jokes are never bad, so. Good Game has collected more resources. So we can't say the whole fish boom investment risk wasn't worth it. Would be a crazy game if he can hold on here. Just feels like he needed Castle Age ever so slightly faster. He's been so close to killing so many knights. Imagine if those spears were pikes. Imagine if he had a little bit more time. Miguel gets the perfect timing on the engagement. All the spears are gone. The archers are gone. A good game. Can't really take gold now. He is triple stable, though. And will go for Cavalier. Scouts make it through. Like I said, very likely that is going to happen. Just because these wood lines are so tiny. Another villager goes down. And good game quickly rewalls this. So the knights can't join the party. At what point does Miguel wonder how this is still a game, though? I guess when you're killing 15 vills, you don't really have to think about it. Oh, he saw the dock. Okay, so he could actually drop 2 docks and make a couple fires and go disrupt that at this point. But also, you could just add 4 TCs and just beat the fish boom. When you've killed this many vills, like, that's also more than fine. Like, Miguel doesn't need to do anything different than what he's doing right now. A good game, can't drop more TCs. Adding the fish traps is very complicated. And while he does have Cavalier and Castle Age, and that's exciting, it's not that much better than Knights if the Knight numbers are solid with a couple monks. Oh, and Miguel brings the Knights over. He's taking the traps. No, not the traps. Minus 7k traps. Ugh, it's so annoying to lose your fish traps and lose your fishing ships like this. It's such a pain to set up. But, I mean, it's still going. I still think Miguel should just... Actually, I think both players should have tried to stonewall this. Miguel could just stonewall this, drop a couple docks, make some navy there. And, you know, still aim to continue exactly what he is doing. He seems like he's at the perfect type of game that he wanted. Miguel's always been like this. He loves eco and he loves cav. He's not really an archer player, not really a walls player. You could tell there's been barely any walling for him. Yeah, he seems to be playing pretty sharp right now. Monks are waiting in the middle. Good game goes for a counterattack just to see monks. Not exactly what you want to see. And he loses a unit. And he could lose another unit on the way back. Damn. Miguel up 20 eco now over good game. The Battle of the Joneses. Wait, where is Joan? Oh, there she is. It's good that one of them gets to survive. She looks kind of lonely, though. Like, she's lost her purpose in life. Yes, she's safer now. But is life really worth living if you just do nothing? She's debating on that right now. Another conversion for Miguel. I think Good Game might call it here, and he does. And Miguel wins the series. It was a fun series. And you can't say Good Game isn't talented and that Good Game didn't have chances, right? Like, he smashed Miguel in the first game. Very quick game. And then game 2, if he had a little bit more map control to stop the forward castle from Miguel, maybe wins that with the relic victory. And then in this game, it all started with the Jones killing the Vills. But yeah, even still, like, he doesn't lose those Vills. He just he plays towards the fish boom. Maybe makes spears a little earlier. Like, again, they both reach feudal age at the same time. You know you're going for the fish boom. You kind of got to assume your opponent's going to make some military. Would have liked to see him stop at 5 or 6 fish, make the barracks ahead of time, and just be ready. And then if you don't see anything, you go right back to adding fish. But if you do see something, you can instantly make some spears. All super easy for us to say when we're watching, but that's my assessment of it anyways. Good Game's a good player, but best of 3s are brutal. Miguel has the experience, gets the win, and moves on, even though there wasn't a single point of the game in which he was faster. Actually, no, right there. He was faster. So it shows that speed isn't everything, guys.